What is going on YouTube? House 240s here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your own Nissan 240SX lip. That being said, let's get to it. The materials you need for this budget lip is a lip from the junkyard, and this came off of a 1991 Honda Accord, which looks like this car that I'm going to put right here. You can grab it off any car, whether it be a 4-door. I'm not sure if they come in 2-door, but you get it off any Honda. And another material you're gonna need is a rivet gun, and here we got the bluepoint rivet gun with rivets over there on the bench. And I think that's pretty much it. And then you also need a jack as well. It's not gonna line up perfectly, but I'm gonna show you guys how to make it fit and how to make it look good. I really want a lip because I want more low, and it makes your car look cleaner. Alright, so first of all, it would be better if you had a buddy with you. That way he or she can hold up the lip while you make the marks on where to drill the holes. Alright, so I've done a little mock setup with using zip ties, since I don't have anybody else to hold my lip for me up. But this is what it should look like when it's put on, except it won't have little gaps like that since the rivets will keep it up. But a little off, I'm gonna have to make some adjustment, like cut a little edge right here, and that way you can flex it, and then with the rivet gun just rivet it into the bumper, and then that way it'll stay that way. So I'm gonna have to cut right here at an angle, that way I can bend and form the lip to the molding. And then the same thing with this side. Here's a better view. So what I'm gonna have to do is cut at an angle like this, and then probably cut like a triangle like this. That way we can mold the flap inward and shape it to the shape of the bumper. Alright, so I've made my first rivet in the bottom of my bumper right here. You guys can see it if my camera wants to focus right here. I first drilled a hole, and then I put the rivet inside. So that's what it's looking of as of right now. And also you're going to want to make sure you line up this hole, which is the center of the lip, with the center of your front bumper. And you can't see it because this flap is blocking, but right here is the hole of the center of the bumper. So you're going to want to make sure you line that up, and then you start drilling holes and then riveting. Alright, so this is the bottom of my bumper, and this is the middle of it. As you guys can see, I've already made a lot of rivets. I've made one on the right side of the center, and then one on the left side of the center. And then I'm working my way from the inside out, because when we get to the corners, we'll be able to mold them to the bumper, and that way it aligns up perfectly. So I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rivets from middle to left, and I'm gonna put 7 rivets from the middle to right. And then after that, I'll show you guys how to form the lip to match your bumper. Alright, so here is a view from the outside of my lip. So far it's looking good, and I did go a little bit off right here, as you can see. It's not really that perfect, but it's not that bad. It's actually not noticeable at all until you point it out. But rivet your way all the way over here to this corner, and I'll show you guys how to fix that right now. So you're gonna have this corner, and there's gonna be an excess amount of lip. So you're gonna wanna cut right about where the corner exceeds the bumper. So right here it passes the bumper, and as you can see you have leftover. And then with the heat gun, you're gonna wanna heat this area up right here, and then after it's heated enough, you're gonna wanna bend this part inside, that way it lines up with the bumper. And after you do that, you're gonna want to drill a hole, put a rivet where the hole is at, and then that way this stays in place where you heated and molded it. And then I know this part is gonna be inside like this, and that's okay because you can just heat this up and then mold it to the bumper. But this is gonna require a heat gun and patience as well, but it's a really easy mod that you can do, and that's pretty much it. Alright, so the finished product should look a little something like this. We're gonna cut off the excess so it doesn't look as DIY, but so far it's looking really good. We're getting some paint chips because of the heat gun, but that's no problem. We can always paint it again. I mean, paint's only like $6. And this is how it's looking as of right now. So to refine the lip to line up with the fender, I'm gonna be using this grinder tool. That way we don't have this excess lip right here hanging out, and it gives it a much cleaner look. I'll show you guys what that looks like in the daytime. That way you guys can see what the final results are. Alright, so this is what the finished product is looking like with cut off edges right here, and looks pretty clean for a cheap job, but for only $15 you can get this lip, and it lines up pretty good. As you guys can see, I'll show you guys what that looks like in the daytime and from far distance. Alright guys, here is the final product of the lip. This lip cost me under $15 to make, and it's super sick. It looks awesome. It actually looks OEM, and it makes you look a lot lower than you are stock wise, and it looks great overall. I think I'm actually a little bit lower than my brother's car, because from here I am about 3.5 fingers off the ground, and then going on to my brother's car right here, we are like 5 fingers off the ground, and then in the front we're about 4, if you guys can see that, about 4 fingers off the ground. So I guess you can say I'm lower than my brother, but my brother's car is a lot more cleaner. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Hopefully you guys can make one on your own. Let me give you guys a quick overview of my car as of how it sits right now with the wheels and everything. I've actually come a long way with this car and how it used to look. It used to look like trash, and now it looks like better trash. Alright, since my car is so low, we're gonna go ahead and do the scrape test, and yeah. Alright, so that concludes it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends.